Warning, all minors, if you're under 21, please click off this video. We don't accept a minor. But all jokes aside, this video is for educational, documentary, and scientific purposes only. Do not attempt to replicate any content shown if it's illegal where you live. You're going to get arrested. Thank you.
Yo, Plug Talk. This episode is brought to you by...
What are you watching? It's definitely Basil TV.
That's my new YouTube channel, y'all. Make sure you go check out Definitely Basil TV. It's going to be in the description below or the bottom right-hand corner. Check out the YouTube page. Check out the IG page. I'm uploading shorts every other day on the IG page. We got it jumping. We got it jumping over there, bruh. So make sure you guys follow that. This episode is also brought to you by Elufa. This 650 watt light is a beast. Go and grab you one. Just hit the link. It really helps this channel out. It's that Plug Talk. Or actually,
it's definitely Basil TV.
Let's get to this episode. Yo, Plug Talk. Welcome back to yet another episode of the Pheno Part 2, where your boy just got over COVID-26, man. No bullshit. I don't even know if I can say that word. You feel me? I just don't know. But dog, that shit was rough. But I'm feeling much better. I'm basically almost 100%. I'm like 70% right now. You feel me? But bruh, these nuggets is looking so good. It's like, wow. We're actually about to harvest a lot of these, fam. We're gonna harvest a lot of them. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. We are going to be so lit, man. I have some favorites. I really wanna harvest the ones that I know is ready. And how are we gonna find out? With the microscope, okay? The microscope is the way. That's how you can tell just by the trichomes. I already did a sneak peek. I know which ones is definitely ready, like from 4 days ago. Whatever day of flower it is, man, you gotta look up there. It's gonna be somewhere here, you feel me? Whatever day of flower it is. But yeah, we have branches just falling over, y'all. Just falling over. Without further ado, let me show you what these nuggets is looking like. I see like one plant looks like it gave up. Not in a bad way, it's just not in a bad way. It's just that, you know, the leaves are always down at this point and it's definitely not getting overwatered. But let's just go show you what's going on because we have some winners and I'm hyped. The mother plant, we gotta figure something out with this mother plant. All right, y'all, so this is the mother plant and it's about time. I'm gonna do this on camera. We gotta go ahead. We gotta get some monster crops ready because I did not clone her. I thought I had a clone. I just don't have a clone. I don't know what happened. I don't get it. But she desperately needs to be backed up. So I'm gonna definitely take some branches for some monster crops. But she's just so beautiful, man. Oh man. Let me take some of y'all advice and just rub the leaf. It's not the same as squeezing a nugget. It's for me anyways. Oh my God. Just straight diesel, bro. And look how chunky she gets. Like, this is a 1 gallon container. That's chunky, bro. That's in a 1 gallon, bro. Let me show you a problem plant that has to go today. I truthfully wanted to get it gone a long time ago. It was a plant that I said looked mighty suspicious. Like there's already a seed growing, and there definitely was. And I found the culprit. It is definitely self-pollinating. And unfortunately, it is one of my favorites. It is a Granddaddy Purple. So right now we are on the Granddaddy Purple. This is the GDP #1. And let's just get straight to it. If you guys can't see it, right where my finger is, that little banana peel right there, that little yellow dry thing right there, that is a pollen sac. It did self-pollinate. It probably produced seeds. Depending on how big it got, hopefully not throughout the garden. So that kind of does suck, but it is what it is. It was through a lot of stress testing. She looks done anyway. She's starting to fade, and we checked the trichomes. I'm gonna show you guys the pictures of her. She's definitely ready, and that's probably because she's just under so much stress anyways. And she smells funky, right? They do smell funky. You can smell the one right on top. It's just like extreme berry. It's very sharp blueberry. Not my cup of tea. I kind of more like, you know, dank, but it is what it is. It's like a blueberry grape, but it's definitely giving off like blueberry. You know, you win some, you lose some, and this is why you do a Pheno hunt. I could tell something was wrong just by looking at this other nugget. Let's get a close up on another nugget here. So yeah, even with this nugget right here, man, you guys could just tell she just don't look right. She's already basically done. Again, I don't even know what day it is, so it might make more sense. I probably should go in the studio right now so I can figure out what actual day it is, and it could give me a better sense of what's ready. I have a feeling that I could harvest all of these bubble cushions for the most part, and you know, we gotta set up. We gotta. It's gonna be a crazy episode because we gotta figure out how we're gonna harvest this, because I need to keep it in this room. It has to stay in this room. I can't put it in my basement. It's not temperature regulated. This is the coolest room in the house, and the humidity is in check. It's around 55 to 56 humidity on the constant. The highest it gets is 58. That's literally perfect. I'm about to just hang it up here. I gotta figure out a way, but we're gonna get straight to it. Let's get to the bubble cushions, because that's what we're gonna harvest next. Well, before the bubble cushions, actually, let me show you one of the other GDPs, man. Like, wow. Just immaculate, bro. Yeah, man, so this is the GDP right here. I believe this is the GDP number 2. And she looks amazing. Probably another 10 days before she's ready. But to be real with y'all, it's just that I think that's the only nugget that's the closest to the light. And it looks like that with a little bit more white hairs. And it's fading a lot harder. Let's look at the ones that's further back, and you guys can see that they actually are more ready, but they're not, they're more ready in color, as in their pistol color, but they're definitely not fading as hard. And that's just because of light intensity, man. So it's getting a lot more power right underneath the light compared to the one back here. Definitely more green. She's just starting to fade. So the one underneath the light is just fading really hard, man. That one underneath the light right there, she's just fading really hard compared to the one in the back. So, but she's beautiful, man. Again, these are 1 gallon containers, and these are some chunkers. Next grow, we're gonna go right into the next grow, and we're gonna definitely try to do a lot better with height. Being that we already have clones, I might have to mod these desks and lose some shelf space, but I'll figure something out. So right here, what we're looking at right now is the Exodus cheese from Greenhouse Seeds. Such a sexy plant. She is definitely ready to go. You guys can see the trichome pictures on these plants. Let me stick a little. I mean, she just smells like weed. So it's nothing crazy. She's a very good yielder. She looks good. She's not as rock hard as the other plants, so I have a feeling she's gonna be more on the airy side, but she just looks amazing, and I just really love what this plant is doing. The looks it's giving, everything about it. I would actually grow again. It was very resilient, very easy to grow. But to be honest, I'm just gonna have, the quality is gonna have to go off the charts, because it might be a little light because it's airy on the yield side, and it's just really no terps. So we'll see what's going on with that. I just want to give you guys a quick run through, and then let's start harvesting and figuring this out, okay? All right, y'all. So what we're looking at right now, bruh, this right here, we're harvesting. This is the other Exodus cheese. I just took a smell test of this shit, bro. This shit smells crazy. Bro, she smells so bad and so pungent. I don't know what the fuck that is. It's something that actually kind of makes my stomach twirl. Like, it's pungent and it's bad. Oh my God, I wonder how that's gonna, that is some shit. You open this shit, you're getting in trouble. She's a big ass plant too. So this is definitely gonna be a winner. And that honestly kind of turned my stomach. I'm not gonna lie to you. Whatever smell that was, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that. That is some nasty shit right there, bro. Wow. Just wow. Beautiful fucking nugget, man. Right next to it, which is what I thought it was initially, right? So let's go right next to it. We have one of my favorites, Chem D number 1. So this Chem D number 1, y'all, she smells bad too. Not this Exodus cheese here bad. Like that shit smelled really fucking bad. I don't know what the hell that was, bro. What the hell? But this shit, I really like, watch that fucking disgusting ass smell from that cheese is still on my finger. Yeah, this shit smells like bad breath. That shit smells like bad fucking breath, bro. Like really bad breath. So it's crazy. We got some shit in here, bro. We got some shit in here, bro. So before I go to the bubble cushions, let me show you a sour diesel. Or what is this? A Chem 91? I don't even know what it is, but it's looking like crazy sour. These sour diesels are looking very sour. The Chem 91s and the sours are looking very delicious. Right here, y'all, this sour diesel right here, that's the shit. That's what it used to look like. Wow. Yo, my stomach is still fucked up from smelling that Exodus cheese, bro. I don't know what the fuck that was. That shit smelled crazy. Like, it was too strong because I wasn't expecting it. Wow, it smells mad lime. That's fucking crazy, bro. That shit smells like so much lime. Like so much lime, bro. That shit is crazy. Just beautiful sour diesels, man. W sour diesels, y'all. W sour diesels. All right, let's go. Shit, man. Oh my God, that Exodus cheese is crazy. Let's look at some of these bubble cushions and then let's start the harvest. I mean, what can I say, man? The bubble cush, almost all of the bubble cushions, I mean, all of them, they look different, right? They do look different. About 2 or 3 of them look the same, but one of them looks completely different. And, but they all look good. They all look good. So I don't know what I could say about it. I really don't. It's just that it's not bubble kush. So I'm probably going to invest in bubble kush seeds from Humboldt CSI instead to try to get that classic earthy bubble kush. But I mean, just if I only harvested the bubble cushions as a grow, I would be happy, right? The buds are beautiful. They're super frosty. And I mean, they don't smell bad. They smell like weed. It don't smell too bad, but you know, they're very dense too. Yeah, I don't know, man. It says something there, but it's, you know, let me just zoom out for y'all so you guys can kind of see what we're looking at actually. Like I said, man, it's just like, you can't be mad with this type of harvest, dog. You really can't. I mean, look at this type of bubble kush. This one just looks so different. She just looks so different. Look at that. Just so different. Does she smell different? Everything's just flopping over. Yeah, I mean, they're starting to get a smell. It's just not really anything I'm gonna go too goo goo gaga crazy for, you know, but they do look good, like I said. I can't really bash on them because they do look good and they're ready. And who wouldn't be happy with a harvest like that, right? Like nuggets that look like that, they got the bag appeal. They do. It's just that it's not bubble kush, you feel me? It's just not bubble kush. So now that we got that wrapped up, I don't know if any close-ups that I'm missing right now or that I would want to show y'all. I basically showed you all the major players for right now. So let's go and let's start to get this harvest ready. And yeah, let me give you guys one more close-up of this Exodus cheese that smells like no other. She is so frosty, man. What the hell? Let me give you some close-ups of this Exodus cheese real quick, because this actually perplexed me at how bad this shit smells. So this is another close-up. The one next to it, to the right, is actually Chem D number 3. So she's a chunker also. Again, these are in 1 gallons, bro. This one plant in a 1 gallon, I might get 2 ounces from it in a 1 gallon. That's impressive, bro. She is a chunker. We're gonna have to keep her. Let me show you one of my favorite shits that I'm looking at as I look up close. And then I promise you we're gonna get into the harvest. I mean, wow, y'all. Just immense frost, bro. She is so frosty. Exodus cheese from Greenhouse Seeds. I think this is the actual only plant from the Greenhouse Seeds line that I'm gonna keep. I don't know what the fuck she smells like, but she's resilient. She's ready. She stank like a motherfucker. And she is a chunker. So it took me how many Greenhouse Seeds? I must have popped throughout the past, what, 3 seasons? Maybe like 40 Greenhouse seeds, right? And I finally got one. Not a good ratio, but this was the last run of it. I wasn't buying no more, right? Let's get to the harvest. All right, Plug Talk. So the reason why we're back here and I didn't harvest yet, it's a new day, new clothes and everything. I have a conundrum, bruh. I have a very big conundrum. As of today, the 21st of August, we are on day 67 of flower. So we're pushing 10 weeks. That's beautiful. The problem with that is definitely all of the sours and most of the chem variants, which is the chem 91, chem D, and chem number 1, they need probably 2 more weeks. Why is that a problem? I want to harvest everything because I forgot. I have a vacation. I gotta take my son to Disney World in 2 weeks. Yo. This was not supposed to line up like this. As you guys know, we had a major aphid situation with my produce, excuse me. What was it? The broccoli had aphids. The mints brought in a whole bunch of gnats. So, you know, never again am I doing that in the same garden. But that pushed my whole veg cycle almost a month behind schedule because I wanted to eradicate it as best as possible instead of going into flower with sick plants, okay? Now, what are we gonna do here? I just thought about it. I think I got a solution. Because a lot of these plants, they're ready to harvest right now. About 80% of them. So what I'm thinking is, because of the way my setup is, let me turn this camera around. I don't know if I need to switch the lens. It might not be, it might be a little too zoomed in, but we'll figure something out, right? I just wanna show you guys something real quick so you guys can get an idea of what I'm talking about. So here's the deal, okay? If you guys remember, this is a whole different area of my grow. This is where I was growing my livestock, my produce, excuse me. And this is where everything went wrong and it caused so many problems in my grow. Now, what's the problem here? So if I turn off this light, it gets fairly dark. You guys can see that, right? Now, I know when you're drying your cannabis, ideally it should be no light. But what I'm thinking is, if you guys could just imagine, I know it's gonna be zoomed in too much, but just bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. I promise it's gonna, let me land. It's gonna make sense, okay? So if you guys see this light, I'm thinking if I move this whole table, because this has all the sour diesels and the Chem 91s, all the way over there, I turn off these 2 lights, and then I come back and we actually do all of our harvest over here, right? I think that's gonna be our setup for success, okay? I think that's the best way to go about it. I think if I actually did it that way, I'll move the beds, or I might just cover the beds because they haven't had water in a minute. Like I said, we had aphids, and I just didn't want nothing going on there. So I left it like that for months. And I move the beds, I cover them, I turn off the fan, turn off that light, I harvest over here for 2 weeks. And then after that, let's turn this camera back around so you guys can see what the hell I'm talking about, okay? 80% of these plants, we're gonna harvest over there. This table is gonna be free. This is the far corner, okay? I move the rest of the plants over here, turn off these 2 lights. My vacation is in 18 days. So if I do a 14-day drive for 80% of these plants, that gives me a good 4 days in a jar to make sure the humidity is stable. Then we could put it in the wine fridge inside the grow bags. I don't gotta touch it no more. That means on day 14 or 15, I could cut down the sours and everything else that needs 2 more weeks. And then I could have that drying while I'm on vacation. My vacation is gonna be about 9 days. So I should be fine. I'll just top off my humidifier. I'll make sure my dehumidifier is empty and we should be golden. I think that's the best way to go about it. I was kind of stressing last night on how to do this. But again, we're on day 67 of flower. We're pushing 10 weeks. 10 times 7, 70. All right, we're really pushing 10 weeks. And most of these is really actually completely done. We're getting a lot more amber than we want on some of these plants. But a lot of these plants were not even growing again. This was a pheno hunt. This is about a 40 plant pheno hunt. I'm trying to cut the numbers down to maybe 7 to 10. And then take it from there. I have so many seeds I would like to try, but I'd rather stick with this batch for now. And then I may purchase Bubble Kush from Humboldt CSI, because the Bubble Kushes from Greenhouse Seeds just wasn't doing it. It's not Bubble Kush. Or if it is Bubble Kush, it's not the Bubble Kush that was going around. It's some revamped, their own type of Bubble Kush, okay? We're gonna harvest all the bubbles are getting harvested. We are not running these back. I don't think we're running any of these back. I'll hold my judgment, but more than likely, these are clipped. We're not running them back. So the first one is gonna be the bubble number 1. This plant that's just flopping over. She is a beautiful plant. She does look good, but it's time to harvest. A nice hardy stem. I might have to go downstairs and get my electric one, huh? Because I know my electric one will just be 1, 2, 3. She doesn't smell like Bubba. She is a beautiful plant though. She looks like Bubba, I guess with the hairs, but she just don't smell like it. This is not the Bubba Kush of old. So let's go and put this Bubba Kush over here. And we're gonna do whole plant. I'm not doing any type of trimming right now. It's just not profitable for me at this moment in time. I'm doing more of a proof of concept to make sure that this setup could even work. Now, I don't want buds touching the wall. Okay, we're good. That's fine. That's pretty fine there. Nice. This is what I needed. This is literally, well, I got this for my shit outside, but yeah. Life is so much easier now. All right, let's do Bubble Kush number 2. Let's try to untangle it the most that I can right now. Look how easy that was. I don't even gotta struggle. Come on, let me move this over here. Come on. What are you doing? I literally just untangled you, bro. I literally just untangled you. Okay. Bubble Kush number 2. She is a beautiful plant, bro. Wow. Like, the Bubble Kushes look nice, man. They look really nice. They're frosty. They just don't smell like Bubble Kush, bro. But we're gonna hang it up anyways. That's like the common theme, y'all. That's the common theme with greenhouse seeds. I don't know how that's even a thing or why it's a thing. It's pretty sad, but it is what it is, man. We're done with greenhouse gear. We might just keep that one. We might keep that one plant, that one cheese plant, and call it. The key is I don't want the buds like just touching each other. That's nice. Every fucking time I'm hitting this dumb shit. This shit gotta come out the wall. I don't even need to be there for right now. Let's keep it pushing. Let me just get this done. And I'm not gonna reuse this soil. Just too much problems. Way too many problems going on. Infestation life. And these are 1 gallon containers. I'm pretty sure they're root bound to no end. I'm not even gonna take a bother and look because I don't want no pests to come out. Whatever's in here is getting tossed in a bag. That sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. That's just how it goes. So let's do the Bubble Kush number 3 next, and let's keep it going. Now the Bubble Kush number 3 and number 4 are like picture perfect buds. They look amazing. Super frost. This is just what you would want. To be honest, it's picture perfect. They're picture perfect. It's just that, again, this is not Bubble Kush. It don't smell like it at all. Nothing in here is telling me Oh yeah, this is the authentic bubble kush. But it's bro, this is a frosty plant. Wow. They're frosty. They're really frosty. So if you grew this, would you be upset? No, you won't be upset. Super frosty plants, easy to grow. They're very hungry, thick buds, but just not for me. I'm more of a connoisseur. I want the authentic, and this is not authentic. That is just the sad part about it. I want the authenticity, and this is just not giving that. It's just not doing it. That we have here, probably the most yielding. It's definitely gonna be one of these GDPs or one of the Exodus cheeses from Greenhouse. But she literally was holding herself up. I only had to hold up like 2 nuggets. So like in my book, this is a winner already. Super frosty, super big plant, stable branches, very easy to grow. All the GDPs took all the stress testing like none other, like a champ. So the first thing we're gonna add is our aloe vera. This is perfect for starting roots. It's a root stimulator, as it said. It's usually what, like a teaspoon or a half a teaspoon per gallon. We have just about 5 gallons here. So I'm gonna go and do a tablespoon, which is just about a half a teaspoon per gallon. Let's add a tablespoon of some aloe. Nice. Let's add some sugar, some food source. So right here, we have the horticultural coconut from Builder Soil. We're going to do a tablespoon also. Again, it's a half a teaspoon to a tablespoon per gallon. We're just gonna go at a tablespoon, which is just about a half a teaspoon per gallon. It might be a little heavier than a half a teaspoon, but it's definitely not a teaspoon per gallon. We don't want our plants to die. We don't want them to die. So we're gonna add a little bit of some Builder Bloom. And with this, I'm going to go a little lighter. So I'm gonna go like a half a tablespoon. Substantially lighter. So the last thing we're gonna add is some CalMag. We're gonna go a little heavy. We're gonna do 40 mLs, which is about 7.5 mLs per gallon, which is a 50% increase of what's recommended. I gotta get this shit done fast, boy. Like real fast. And like I said, I just don't have time to waste. So on that note, let's go ahead. We're gonna use our cocoa coir pucks. And this really just eliminates guessing over watering. These pucks really just take the guessing out the game. I'm probably gonna drop all 30 because I need to start monster cropping all of the sour diesels. Well, not all the sour diesels, but definitely all the Chem Dog variants. They all were giving me an issue when it comes to cloning. I think I got all the sour diesels already cloned, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna check my phone, but just for starters, for sure, I'm gonna want at least 4 out of each of these, maybe even 5. And I have 4 ChemDs, that's 20 pucks off the rip, right? Off the rip. These are nice and ready. Again, I love these pucks because you don't gotta guess. There is no guessing where it's like soil, you gotta make sure you have the right amount. There's just no guessing. And they fit perfectly in there, so you know what? F it, it's gonna work fine. Now let's knock this out as fast as possible. So this is the ChemD number 1. I'm gonna go on the lowers. You don't need big nuggets. You do wanna get as much stem as possible. So what we're gonna be looking for is something like this. This is literally perfect. This is what you want, okay? So now that we got this here, I'm going to take off these leaves. You don't need all these leaves here. You don't need to cut them all off, but I do want to cut off these lower nuggets here. These lower nuggets, these 2 little golf balls, they could be cut. Now you don't have to, but I'm going to, all right? This is ideally what you want, a nice little lollipop, and we could just slide it in perfectly right there. Slide it in, close the cube up, so we know it's all gonna get saturated. That, done deal. We're done. We're done, we're done, we're done. And since I see it like that, I think what would be best is if I just go like this and just keep them separated like that. How did I fuck that up, chat? Like that. Yeah, I think this is the best way to do it. We'll see, but let's just keep going. Let's get another branch. Now the Chem D #1 is a smaller plant, so I don't want to go too crazy because I only have a few tops. And that was really kind of a top there. So let's just keep going. I should have left this in the soil because it could have definitely re-vegged and I would have had a lot more success re-vegging. But fuck it, let's just send it and whatever happens, happens. So with this one here, same deal. Slide it right in this bitch. Make sure you get in there. Just like that. You don't gotta put a humidity dome over it. You really don't, because you're gonna get mold. You're gonna get mold. You don't wanna get mold. You just want this shit to root like a clone. And that's it, that's all you want. I'm just gonna have to put this downstairs, bro. This gotta go downstairs. This is going to have to go downstairs and be under 24 hours of light. And then we can do the rest. But that's basically it, y'all. So this is the monster crop. We're gonna check these in 2 weeks when it's time to harvest the rest. Hopefully we have some roots and some re-vegging going on, and that would be ideal. I had to do that for the mother plant, but hopefully we're good. All right. That wraps up this episode. It's really nothing crazy going on. Maybe I'll bring you guys downstairs and you guys can see the clones real quick, but nah, there's nothing going on. That wraps up this episode, man. Other than that, y'all, it's that Plug Talk.
What are you watching? It's definitely Basil TV.
Place, I got weed in safes, I got weed in states, I got weed in states, I got weed in vapes, I got weed in case, I got weed in closets, gotta close the drapes. This that Plug Talk, not no plug walk. You could Google me, that's Plug Talk. Like 101, this how the plug walk. Kanye shrug walk, you ain't want talk, who to call? Been growing like since a weight talk, a long weight talk. My niggas know what is bait talk, we all late talk, who to call? You know who to call, my niggas know who to call.